boom, record. I want to be brutally honest with you. I don't want to even edit this video because I just want to keep it fully authentic. But man, God will provide for you. You just have to do your part. And if that resonates with you, just sit here with me. I'm not going to try and edit this at all. It's going to be really weird. If you see an edit, then it's just like, dang. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But, anyways, God will provide for you. You just have to put in the work, the effort, and do your part. So, I've been trying to get a job, like a real job. Like, I was a dog walker, and I love dogs. I love animals so much, but it actually drained me so much because it wasn't aligned with my priorities. It wasn't in the direction that I really wanted to go in, which is human connection. It's like you get a lot of connection with dogs, but there's not so much human connection. So I realized that when you're going in a direction that is not what you, it's not your direction, then it actually drains you. And yeah, so I quit that job and I vowed that in the next week after I quit, that I'm gonna get a job in 1 week. And this is kind of just like trying to shift my perspective towards that goal, manifestation or whatever. But this is just what I was telling God, honestly, in my prayers, because this is something I felt like I really needed to do. And I heard this quote actually from an audiobook. What you fear most doing is the thing you most need to do. So it's like whatever you feel like is the scariest thing, or there's a reason it's scary. It's because it's a challenge. It's uncomfortable for you. And for me, that was getting a sales job because I tried getting a remote high ticket sales job. If you guys have heard of that, I tried getting that last year. I got really depressed, and I couldn't provide for my boss because when you're depressed, you can't really connect with people on such a deep level. You can't help people or provide for people in the way that you need to do. Of course, there's always something to give, definitely, but it's like you can't give, and you can't give if you just feel dead inside. And that's literally what I felt. So I was scared actually to go back to this because I didn't want to disappoint my employers. I didn't want to get a job and just like I didn't want to fail. I was afraid of failure. So I was scared of this, but I knew this is exactly what I needed to do because I wanted to get experience in one-on-one connection. Because honestly, sales, what it is, real sales is genuine connection and genuinely serving and helping people. Because you can't manipulate your way to the top with sales. People can feel your uh, disingenuousness. You're not your inauthentic self. Like people can feel that. People can feel if somebody's fake or not. Um, yeah, you can't really hide that so much. You kind of have to be a socio or a psychopath if you know how to fake something like that. So yes, I wanted to get this job because it's what I fear the most doing, what I fear most to do, but it's what I need most to do because it's developing my skills. I think that's very important, and I haven't, and I really feel like I really want to do like career, life, and human connection, one-on-one deep connection. That's what I love the most. I love just having deep conversations with people. That's where I feel the most purpose. That's where I feel the most love. That's where I feel like I can. That's where I feel like my strengths are at as well. My strengths. So yeah, God will provide for you. I declared in that week that I'm gonna get a job, and I wanted to really work towards that. So I applied for a bunch of jobs. I declared this. I got an interview. Boom. I got an interview already in a few days. But this is crazy because because God taught me such a valuable lesson actually from this because I got a job so quickly, almost so easily that like the person who messaged me, they're like, yeah, you basically have the job for you. We're just gonna talk to you and we're just gonna do an onboarding process. I go in the interview, I talk to them, have an interview, and I realized actually halfway through like this person like they're not qualifying me. They're not actually asking me like interview questions. They're asking me sales questions. They're asking me like, okay, so what would it feel like if you're able to make $3,000 to $5,000 a month? Like, what would that feel for you? How would that change for you? And this is like a sales tactic where it's like you're trying to sell transformation, right? You're trying to sell a feeling. And at this point, I was like, what the frick? Like, this doesn't feel like a job interview. It feels like a sales call. Someone trying to sell me something. And then I realized, like, at the end of the call, it's like, yeah, they want to basically, it costs $6,000 to join this training program and to get a job. I was just like, dude, you got to be kidding me. But this taught me such a valuable lesson, because as soon as I got this interview, as soon as stuff started like coming quickly to me, my mindset changed. I actually became so much more lazy and just like chilling. Like, oh, I don't have to worry about like getting a job anymore. But that's the thing. As soon as I this like short term result of an interview came, like I relaxed. But that's the thing. That's not really how faith or life works. In two ways, like short term gain, it's like real growth. And if you really want to get what you want, you have to work for it. You have to work hard. You have to dedicate some time or effort towards this. And I feel like I didn't do so much of that, and I got a job, and I was like, oh, like, this is easy. But then it turned out to be a scam. Like, obviously, like, and this is such a valuable lesson. Next week, I'm gonna get a job by the end of this week, and I'm not gonna sacrifice my values in getting a job. I'm gonna shoot for a job that is like a company that's either faith-based or purpose-driven, and this is what I declare, this is what I want, and I'm not gonna settle for anything less. So what I want to do, actually got inspiration to start even like my own faith-based company. Anyways, my goal was to message like spiritual mental health coaches like every day, to message at least 100 people every single day for the next week until I get a job. And that's what I did for 2 days, for actually like 1.5 days. And then all of a sudden, on this other freelance site called Upwork, I get a message from a faith-based coach. And he's like basically I put out like a 1-minute video where I'm like, I'm brutally honest. I'm searching for a purpose-driven company. I'm not just trying to make money. I feel like serving, like when you serve, money and result is just a byproduct of your genuine serving. And that's what I honestly said in the video. And they're like, I watched your video. I loved it. I think you'd be a great fit for us. And we have an interview like the next 2 days. Boom, get the job, faith-based company, genuine, don't have to pay for anything. Boom. This is insane, man. So honestly, this is just some inspiration this stuff that's going on the past week. I really just wanted to share this, to be honest. Share this message that God will provide for you, but you just have to do your part. And if you declare especially what you want, and if it's aligned with God, God will give it to you. So simple. So this is the first video. I'm not going to edit at all. Completely raw. Completely just everything out. Holy Spirit guide me and let everything just, be Spirit led. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you reach to this point, you're the GOAT. And I'm going to be putting out a lot of free, valuable stuff soon, like some free PDFs about 7 signs that you're numb and how to feel hope again. If you're interested in that type of stuff, I'll be putting it out soon. So thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. God bless.